Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am back with my third layout using the collection So Lovely by Carta Bella. And I am choosing a picture of my mother when she remarried to document for today. And I wanted to take this layout a little bit different direction, but because these are going to be companion pages, I wanted to have the colors be the same and just, so that they would blend or flow together nicely. So one of the things that I wanted to do from the beginning was matte a piece of ivory cardstock on black and then use the photo corners. I just love the classic look that gives, and I thought for this photo that it would be perfect for. And like I did with the last photo that I used, I'm going to be putting this down with photo corners just because I need to scan it in to make sure that I have a copy of it. And when I do, I'm going to try to fix the coloring on the photo as well. So I'm taking some scraps, and I had these that were pretty even when I was going through my kit, so I just thought those would be perfect. And of course I had to pull some doilies in from my stash as well. And I decided to ink these edges with just a little bit of the black soot. And usually black is a really harsh addition of ink to a page, but it just goes to show how versatile these distress inks really are when inking, some of the pattern papers. To me, it just gave a little bit of a finishing touch. It's not stark. It doesn't, to me, look like it doesn't belong on there, and it just helped pull those together. So at this point, I decide that I do want to use a punch that I haven't used in a while, and I'm trying to make a conscious effort of either pulling out stamps or punches or just things that I haven't used nearly as much as I should, or if I haven't used it in a while, I want to pull it back out and play with it and see what I can do. So I decided that strip was too wide, and I really wanted my title to nestle in it and not get lost, so I trimmed it down a little bit. And with the second layout, I pulled out these Maggie Holmes flowers and thought that it worked for that one, and it'll work beautifully for this. So it makes it easy when you already have somewhat of a decision made for you. So I can show you that what I was trying to do is just have the flowers just be of the same color family, because I did use the chipboard flower on the second sheet from Kiss Kiss collection. Now, ideally, I would have the layouts in a better orientation. Both of the photos or both of the embellishment clusters on both of the layouts are more heavy on the right-hand side. But this is just a case where I really don't care. I obviously did not have a say in how the pictures were taken or developed, or, how we were staged. So it's just a thing that it doesn't have to be perfect. You just go with it. So I have loved this heart glitter garland, and spoiler alert, it does not make it to the page. It's more whimsical and cute rather than elegant, and I'm going to keep pulling it off that chipboard sheet, and I will eventually make it onto a page. So I pull out some other Maggie Holmes die cuts. I'm not sure which collection this is from off the top of my head. I forgot to label them when I stuck them in the photo case, and by the time I realized it, I was just like, it's not a big deal. Maggie Holmes. And pulled those out, and I really liked the touches of black that some of the labels and die cuts had, and knew that I wanted to use these thickers that I used on the last layout as well. I just think they're so elegant with the black and a little bit of gold. So I wanted to pull out a couple of more black pieces just so that I could have just some subtle tones or subtle pops of the black. And I have to say, I am so sorry that the video is off just, a few degrees. I guess that I moved the camera and it drives me wonky, to have it that cattywampus. So I'm sorry. I will try to be more careful. My setup is not the best in the world, and I really don't know how I can improve it whatsoever because my desk is in the middle of the room. I don't like face up against a wall. So I decided to put this flower on a pop dot. I love the dimension of layering and clustering several different pieces. And I mess with these flowers for what seems like to be an awful amount of time. And finally, when I get it perfect, I will start sticking them down because I do not want to lose it. And here I go, just trying to figure out what else I can do with that third, hint of black. And I do want to say in the very end, something happened with one part of my footage. You don't miss much, but you miss the final marks or the final touches of what I did with the layout. So be sure to stay and to the end and watch the close-ups, because the close-ups have some things just that I lost the video for. So I just keep playing with this. This layout actually took me maybe 45 minutes. It didn't take me long at all. And much of the time was spent just shuffling these pieces right here and the flowers. So I had to stop the recording for an interruption, and when I was trying to figure out what I had said, I realized that you guys can totally hear my cat snoring. I know he's loud, but he's like on the opposite side. So I'm sorry if that's distracting, but that's my poor overweight kitty who just cannot lose weight and has a little case of sleep apnea. Poor guy. So anyway, I'm getting close to the end, so I want to tell you what I did where, the video coverage got lost. I added on some of those black word stickers like I did for my second layout, the Maggie Holmes, I believe they're the confetti words, the black with a little bit of gold, to add some more of the black touches. I did add some ivory sequins in the clusters, like I went back and added on to the second layout that I did, and the little bit of the title was lost. I had some Studio Calico, those curly gold letters that were just so pretty, puffy stickers, and I put the on top of bride so that the title would say The Bride. So I do have close-ups at the end where you can see all this, and I hope you guys are enjoying this, and thanks so much. Bye.